Hello, my name is Barbara, and I'm the Adult Services Librarian at the North Brunswick Library. And today I'm going to be reading to you a little bit from Everything I Need to Know I Learned from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So here is the introduction. Some of my dearest childhood memories occurred in my grandmother's cozy living room. Curled up on the floor in front of a 1970-style console television, watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I would observe my best adult friend change into a sweater and sneakers, play music, and sing. He'd introduce me to talented people, show me how crayons and applesauce and wagons are made, and let me peek into a colorful world where no one is perfect, but everyone is accepted and appreciated. Then he'd tell me I was one of a kind and that people could like me just for being me. Revisiting the shows as an adult, I realized there is a depth and intention behind Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood that I didn't notice as a child. Hidden in plain sight are displays of some of my most deeply held beliefs and the messages I want to share with my daughter. You have value, and so does every other person. So treat yourself and others with care and respect. People's differences should be acknowledged and welcomed. It's okay to talk about the things that make us feel bad. Don't get so busy that you stop recognizing beauty and learning about the world. In this book, you'll find quotes and anecdotes taken directly from television visits with Mr. Rogers, his neighbors, and the familiar faces of the residents of the neighborhood of make-believe. Mr. Rogers was always focused on children, but his words are just as important and meaningful to adults. You are special. Everybody's special in this life. Everybody you meet has something special to give and to receive. We are special. Mr. Rogers told each one of us that not only are we special, but also that each of our neighbors is special too. These core messages go hand in hand. Each time he appeared on our television screens, his love for people shone through. With each interaction he had, whether with a child, a service worker, a famous musician, or a familiar neighborhood friend, he modeled appreciation for every person's inherent worth. Everybody's different, and everybody's valuable. The world can be a better place because you were born into it. Valuing others. Mr. Rogers helped his neighbors recognize the goodness inside them. When Mr. McFeely arrived at Mr. Rogers' house feeling sad after a delivery mishap, Mr. Rogers listened as Mr. McFeely shared his feelings. Then he assured Mr. McFeely that everyone makes mistakes and reminded him of how grateful he was to have him in his life. Did you ever have anybody hurt your feelings? Did anyone ever say anything to you that made you feel really small and not very lovable? That feels awful, doesn't it? But isn't it nice when somebody helps you feel good about who you are? I mean, if you look for it, you'll probably find something fine inside of everybody. It's very important to look inside yourself and find that loving part of you. That's the part that you must take good care of and never be mean to, because that's the part of you that allows you to love your neighbor. And your neighbor is anyone you happen to be with at any time in your life. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, but I'll be back again to continue reading this story to you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.